Where were you at before our session? How did you feel then? And how did that impact your life?
I had a traumatic experience in last January, and I was PTSD, post-traumatic symptoms. I was having post-traumatic symptoms from that. Very nervous, very anxious, and I had difficulty breathing. I could feel that I had some sadness, but I was not able to express it. So that was really uncomfortable, and that's how I knew I needed help. You know, I'm trained in so many modalities, so I usually am the person that people come and see to be supported and held. The thing is, I needed to be held. I needed another person to hold space for me. So that's why, like, I did the meditation, I did the grounding, I did the listening to the body, breathing into it, holding pillows in my hands, stuffed animals. I did write. I did take care of bringing balance into my environment. And then, I'm like, I need another person just for me to feel safe enough to go look deeper. It's just usually when I apply my modalities on me, it works. But now PTSD is different. It was non-usual, and there's some younger parts of me, I can say that because I'm trained in this, right? I'm trained in systemic traumatology, but the thing is, I needed an adult to hold space so I can be there for myself. It's like I knew. It's just it's difficult for me to find quality therapists, coach, holder, space holder, because I have a very high frequency and very, very deep darkness. And usually I need to take care of the person in front of me. They're not able to hold space for me. So thank you. You did offer your help before. And I'm like, yes, when I'm ready. And it's just like, I knew I was ready, and I called you and you said yes. And there you were. You're a shining, bright sunshine in my life, in the day-to-day life. We've met each other in a Reiki course together. So we have things and language in common. I've met you as my student, and you're brilliant, and you're just like open-minded, and you ask for more, and you're so curious. So curiosity for me, it's a very, very high quality. It's something I appreciate in a person that brings me and that inspires me, and I feel safe with curious people. What can I say? And I've seen you as a friend, I've seen you as a colleague, and I knew that you know about your stuff. You know about human being in the 3D realm, in the normal, regular realm. You understand the purest light, the purest love for the highest good. Like, you do practice to wear and look at life through those lenses. You were like that before practicing, and now you're like next level conscious. And it's like we did exchange. Like, I don't have to withhold with you. I don't have to explain myself, where I'm coming from. Your listening is so rich, and you can listen from every aspect, from every color of the spectrum of life. Even if you don't understand it, you're not judging it. I mean, I don't feel judged when you listen to me as a person in regular life. And I've named like few areas of life that we do connect. And it's very rare for me to feel safe with another human being. Especially women, it's difficult to trust. And I find it was important for me to connect with a woman so I can tap into this part of me that is gentle, that is generous. And it was just like natural to think of you. When we connected, we opened that Zoom, I was so nervous. And you were so present, so calm. And oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm not sad right now, I'm touched. I am touched to know you, and that you are offering this service in life. Like, you're available for people. It touches me profoundly. And it's been a long time I was looking for another me. So thank you. And you're way more gentle than me, so I appreciate it even more. It worked. I don't remember what was exactly the question you asked. You asked this question in such a gentle way. You have humility, and you were not in a rush for me to find resolution. Like, and the way you ask, I'm like, oh, I was able to do my own introspection, my own path that I go in my layers and everything. And it's like with another person, I would have withheld the information I got present to. But I was able to go to higher realms, spiritual realms, to come back to my normal life with you. That never happened before with another human being, to speak like that. And for me, it's like huge space. It's like, oh my God, like I can be chaotic right now. She's holding this. And I needed to be chaotic in order to see. And then after that, you said something like, so what? Like, what does that do? And I'm like, you know what? Just that removed all the drama. I was able to breathe, and I'm like, oh my God, my brain was making the situation way worse than it is. And the way, oh my God, you're so funny. The way you threw back my insights to you, like the things that I taught you, the way you quoted me in such an elegant way without saying it was me. I'm like, oh my God, I got a taste of my own medicine, and it was so perfect. It was perfect, and that's what I needed. I needed that gentleness. I needed, you're so present. I needed someone to be present, to remember how to be present, and then from there, everything is possible. So it's just natural. And even though I was telling you crazy stuff, like it was occurring crazy for me, I'm like, what am I saying? What am I saying? But sometimes just naming it. It's a distinction in constellation, like I facilitate family constellation. It's a distinction, naming what is. Something wants to be seen, heard, or acknowledged. And you allow me to do that verbally with you, so thank you. I did cry with you, and I needed to cry. I was in shock. It was a month and a half, I believe, when I saw you, and I couldn't cry. And it took like 2 to 5 minutes, and I was crying. It was perfect. Without drama, without adding anything. It was just like safe enough, so I could be juicy and flowy. I was able to breathe better, so feel better, think better, relate to other human beings better. This sense of lightness, and I did sleep much better after. So for me, that's the basics of life. I'm able to move forward, even though like I feel like I am present and I'm not making extra thinking over what I was doing, and I feel empowered to continue breathing even when you're not there. So for me, that's the quality of a good coach. Like, I don't want to have to need you to be able to be independent in my life. Like, you give me the tools, but I apply it right away with you, and then so I can apply it after when I'm not with you. I love it. And you make it so simple. Like, simplicity is fun for me. Like, the more I can get out of my head, the better it is, and you allow that, so thank you. You were holding me even when I was not in the session with you before, during, and I feel like you're walking with me when I go through my stuff, and it's like I just remember. You help me remember, so thank you. I'm like, what are we gonna discover with this? Something new is possible. I don't need to be PTSD to book a session with you, to explore what else is there for me. And how can I improve myself as a human being? Because emphasis on human being. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a challenge to be in my body, to appreciate this incarnated experience. And I find that with you, it's just like, okay, something new. Like, I can see this from another angle. It's such an honor and a pleasure. I mean, for me to want to be in the camera and share this, it was profound.